up, everybody? Out here at Live Oak again. Just out here riding today, having a good time, trying to build up our endurance a little bit and improve our riding skills. Now that Lane's quad's running pretty good, we trying to take advantage of every weekend we have to ride. So just want to give a big shout out to Pete Hagar on the Safe Sport Quads tees. Those things are really nice, and we also want to help encourage manufacturers to start making quads again. You know, we like Yamahas, we both ride Yamaha, but we'd love to see Suzuki and Kawasaki and Honda start making quads again. So hopefully if enough of us keep shouting loud enough, they'll hear us and actually start doing it again. So y'all hang with us today, and we'll try to get you some good footage. We'll talk to you later. So, you talk about unlucky, folks. Y'all know, I'm sure from watching our channel, we've had a time with Lane's four-wheeler. We just got the engine rebuilt and had everything gone through in it, we thought. All the seals, gaskets, bearings, new top end. He even just ordered a brand new car, but that didn't come in yet from Jet Labs. And we come out today to do some riding, and it looks like his clutches are gone. You can pull the handle, and as you can see, the lever's moving right there, but we have no clutch. I'm not sure exactly what it is that's come loose, but gotta figure that out. So that's gonna be the end of Lane's riding for today. But I'm gonna try to make a few laps before we load up and leave. So I don't know, just maybe the little bit of footage we got today may be tagged on to the beginning or the end of another one. So we'll just have to see what happens. Y'all hang with us. So what's up, everybody? When we were at the track last weekend, had some clutch problems with Lane's four-wheeler, and think we know what the problem was, but we went ahead and ordered new clutch plates, basically a new clutch kit, and we also ordered a new the push rod, the ball bearing, the I don't even know what you call it, the little thing that goes on the outside in the clutch and rides up against the ball bearing, and even the new lever that the cable hooks to, the actuator. I'm thinking that's where the failure's at. It's either the rod itself or that actuator, because we've had some problems with Lane's four-wheeler for quite a while with the clutch. It's never wanted to completely disengage. It's always had clutch creep pretty bad, so I'm thinking that the rod and the actuator has been wore out for quite some time. So we're going to go ahead and replace that and try to get everything in good shape again. But as I get it tore down, I'll kind of show you what I find when I get in there. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, folks, so I've got the clutch cover off and the pressure plate and the springs and all that taken off. I just wanted to show you a little bit of something that I found when I got inside. So let me spin the camera around real quick and I'll show you. Okay, so when I got in here, I pulled out the ball bearing. Like I said, when I was taking the springs and everything out, I pulled out the ball bearing that goes up inside there. And you can see it there laying on the pressure plate and my clutch springs and bolts. But what I noticed is, as I went to stick my little magnet in there to pull out the rod, I happened to notice this nut completely backed off. Doesn't look like it had ever been torqued. You can see the washer that you bend around it there on the back, and it had never been bent back. So I guess when it got rebuilt, that was something that got missed. But luckily, I don't think any damage is done. I'm going to torque this down and try to fix it like it should be, and then proceed with changing out these clutches. But I tell you what, while you're on camera right here, let's pull out this rod in here and see what we got on it. So I don't know if you guys have changed out this part of a clutch before, but you know, you got your discs and your basket, and the pressure plate rides up against it. And what happens whenever you mash your clutch, the cable attaches to the actuator on the engine. I can't see it from this side, but anyway, the cable pulls on the actuator, and that lever pushes this rod. Well, that rod, there's a ball bearing that rides on the end of it. Then there's a plunger that sits outside of that against your pressure plate. So when you mash your clutch, what happens is this rod pushes against your pressure plate and lets pressure off of the discs so that they're not engaged. So that's how the clutch actually works on a YFC, and I just wanted to show you guys that. But let's take a look at this rod right here. Oh yeah. So if you can see here, if we can get it to focus. Well, anyway, maybe you can see it good enough here. I can't get the camera to focus on it for some reason. Crap. Okay, well there we go. Alright, if you see that groove in the end of the rod, then you can see that the actuator has rubbed up against it to a point that I'm sure it's worn out that actuator. That's the next thing I'm going to pull out. But either way, we're replacing it all. We've got all new parts. As you can see in this bag right there, there's a brand new actuator, push arm, ball bearing, the whole 9 yards to replace every bit of this. So we're going to go back new with it so that we don't have any problems with it anytime soon. So let me get this thing tore back down, finish tearing it apart, and I'll get back with you shortly. Okay folks, so I took the impact gun and ran up the bolt. So you can see right there Looks like it may have even broken that ear off. But I'm gonna fold one of those tabs up around it so that it can't back off again. Sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to look as well as point the camera. But I'm gonna get one of these tabs bent to hold that nut so it can't back off again. And then we're gonna start replacing the clutches. But I do believe that the fact that that nut was loose whenever we pulled the clutch lever, rather than it just putting pressure against the pressure plate, because the pressure plate was bolted to the clutch basket, it was probably just pushing the entire clutch away and never disengaging them. So I'm pretty sure that was probably what was going on the whole time, the reason the clutch failed to begin with. But nonetheless, we're getting it fixed, and we're going to get back riding here soon. So let me get this thing put back together. We'll get back with you then. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the clutch back together, everything but the cover being on it actually. So when I mash the clutch now, I actually have some resistance. Everything's working properly, I do believe. I'll show you from this side. So yeah, now we got our clutch. Got brand new springs. You can see this is all the old parts, that the rod and the ball bearing, the little I can't even think of what you call it, the little push piece, the plunger I guess at the end of it, the rod. These are the old clutch discs. Not terrible, but definitely in need of replacing. A little discoloration there. So anyway, we got all that changed out now, and I'm gonna stick that cover on and check all the fluids and everything, make sure it's all good, and then we'll fire it up and check it out. Check back with you later. Alright folks, so we got her all back together now, and I actually just took it for a test ride around the yard. Everything works like it's supposed to now. So but yeah, everything's working good now. So we'll probably be going to the track here possibly tomorrow. But either way, this video is going to be a collage of, 2 or 3 days where we were at the track and just different things that went on. So ooh, it's bright. So y'all just bear with us, and we'll see you probably tomorrow at the track. Okay folks, so it's the next day. We just got Lane's clutch fixed yesterday, and we come out to the track and made a couple of, he's been out a couple of rides, about 10 laps he's made on it, and the clutch is working fine. Got a little issue going on with the ignition switch, may have to replace that. Craziest things happen whenever we try to come ride, just random issues. But eventually we'll get them all fixed. Nonetheless, we're out here riding, having a good time. Not really trying to get a whole lot of footage today as much as we are just riding and having fun and trying to check out his quad. So here's a little bit of footage from today, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.